afternoon, Yeladim, and welcome back for another children's Torah story. Do you remember what happened last time? The brothers had all met Safanat Paneach, and Shimon was allowed to come out of jail, and he was so friendly to them, and he gave them lots of food, and they had a nice time together, and he showed them his very special thing that he liked so much. What was Yosef's special thing that he really liked? That's right, it was his cup. And he always told them how much this is his favorite cup and all of that. Well, after the brothers all left, all 11 of them left, to go back to Israel, along came the police. And they said, hold on a second, guys. Somebody has stole Yosef's cup. What are they going to do? He says, I am going to search all of your bags to see if I can find the cup. And he looked in Reuven's bag and Shimon's bag and Levi's bag and Yehuda's bag and Yisrael's and Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher. And then he got to Binyamin's bag. And the policeman looked inside Binyamin's bag. And do you know what he found, Yeladim? He found Yosef's cup. And he said, uh-oh, you stole Yosef's cup. You are going to jail. And the policeman took Binyamin and started taking him back to Egypt. And Yehuda said, no, wait. We will all go back down to Egypt together. And he said, no, I'm sorry. You will not go back to Egypt together. Only Binyamin. No, please can we all go as well? Please can we all go? Okay, fine. And they all came down to Egypt, where Safanat Paneach was going to say if they would have to go to jail. So, Safanat Paneach says, okay, everyone. Now, Yeladim, you remember who Safanat Paneach really is, right? Do you remember who this guy really is? Is his name really Safanat Paneach? What's his name really? Say it out loud. What's his real name? That's right. It is Yosef. This is really Yosef, one of the brothers. But the other brothers didn't know that. They just thought he was Safanat Paneach. And Safanat Paneach says, Binyamin has to go to jail. Oh, you got another man for me to use. Thank you. This is the policeman. Binyamin has to go to jail. That is what he said. And all the brothers were so sad. But Yehuda stood up and he said, excuse me, Mr. Safanat Paneach, but I have to talk to you because the things that you are saying, wonderful. The things that you are saying are not right. You are saying that Binyamin must go to jail? No. Please do not put Binyamin in jail. I'm sure he didn't steal the cup. And you know what? No matter what happens, I will go to jail instead of him. Because, Yosef, my dad had 2 sons that he loved the most. One of them is called Yosef, and he's gone. We don't know what happened to Yosef. And our dad's so sad his whole life because of Yosef. And the other one that he loves so much is Binyamin. And if you take Binyamin away, our dad is so sad. I don't know what he will do. Please, Yosef, take me instead. Please don't take Binyamin. Well, Yeladim, when Yosef heard all of this, he couldn't hold back anymore. He said, oh, I can't believe it. My dad still loves me. My brothers love me again. And Yosef started crying. He couldn't believe that they still loved him and that they could actually be a family again. And then do you know what he said to them? He said, guys, I've got a surprise to tell you. My name's not actually Tzafanat Paneach. My name is actually Yosef. And do you know what the brother said? The brother said, what? He's like, yo, it's really me. It's really Yosef. What? What are you talking about? No, I'm telling you. This is me, your brother Yosef. Are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. Are you really serious? Yes, I'm really serious. Are you really probably serious? Yes, I'm telling you. I'm really probably serious. I am Yosef, the one that you sold, who went down to Egypt. Remember? I'm Yosef. I have a very important question. Is my dad still alive? Well, do you know what the brothers said? They didn't say anything. They still just sat like this. I can't believe it. That's what they did. And then Yosef said, guys, it's okay. I know that we had a bad time before. I know that we weren't friends for a while, and that we were mean to each other, and that we weren't kind to each other. But you know what? Let's be friends again. Let's be good to each other again. Let's behave to each other like brothers and sisters should. Let's be good to each other. Can we all do that? And what did the brothers say? Yeladim, if you think the brothers said yes, please give a like or a heart or a thumbs up. If you think the brothers said yes, let's all love each other again. That is quite right. Good work. That is what the brothers said. They said, yes, Yosef, let's all love each other again. And they all started hugging each other, hugging and kissing, hugging and kissing and being so happy. Hooray, Simon Tovu, Mazel Tovu, Mazel Tovu, Simon Tov. We can all be friends and we can all be good to each other again. Guys, please, will you go back to Israel and firstly tell our dad that I am alive? That's the first thing you need to tell him. And secondly, please bring down the Ganza Mishpocha. Can you all say that, Yeladim? Ganza Mishpocha. That means the whole family. Bring down the Ganza Mishpocha. Please bring down the Ganza Mishpocha. So, because you know what? There's still the famine. There's still no food in the land of Israel. Yes. Shalva, please will you turn on the lights? There is still no food in the land of Israel. And there is plenty of food here in Egypt. So bring down the Ganza Mishpocha so that we can all eat. Thank you very much. So that we can all eat and have enough food. Here's the policeman. Brilliant. And the policeman let everyone out of jail. And the policeman let everyone out of jail. They were all so happy. And the brothers got ready to go back to the land of Israel, where they would tell Yaakov that Yosef was actually alive, and they would bring their whole families down to Egypt. Well, I know we've had this puppet being someone else before, but this is a member of the family who is back in the land of Israel. This is a lady called Serach bat Asher. Remember, Asher is one of the brothers. Asher had a special daughter called Serach. And Serach was so good with music. She was an excellent musician. So Serach bat Asher was also loved her grandfather Yaakov very much, and he loved her very much. And when the brothers all came back up to Israel, they said, how are we going to tell Yaakov that Yosef is still alive? Because if we just tell him, oh, by the way, Yosef is alive, he might get such a fright, he might fall over from getting such a fright. That would be crazy. So, do you know what we need to do? we need to ask Sarah if she can make up a song, and she will play some music, and she will make up a song to tell Yaakov that Yosef is actually alive, and she'll tell him slowly and gently so that he won't get a fright. She'll tell him slowly so he won't get a fright. So they went up to Sarah and they said, Sarah, we have an important favor to ask you. Please, will you help us? The favor is that your uncle Yosef, who you never met, he's been gone a long, long time. Your uncle Yosef, who everyone thought wasn't alive anymore, actually is alive. And I need you, please, to go and tell Yaakov, your grandfather. Will you do that for us, please? What do you think Sarah said? If you think she said yes, give me a thumbs up or nod your head. You are correct, Yeladim. She said, yes, of course I will. And so she went to sing a song to Yaakov. Now, I don't know how the song really went, but I can imagine. It went something like this. Good morning, Yaakov. How are you today? I hope everything is going okay. You remember when you cried and cried and cried? Well, guess what? Yosef is actually alive. And Yaakov was like, what? And so she carried on. Good morning, Yaakov. I've got good news for you. Something that will stop you from feeling blue. Remember when you were so sad? Well, guess what? Yosef is actually alive. And so she carried on singing that song more and more. Maybe you can help me for next time. Make up more of the song. But that's what she kept singing to him. Hello, Yaakov. Something is so grand. Listen to me while I hold your hand. This is a song, a really special jive, 'cause I'm here to tell you that Yosef is alive. That's what she said. And Yaakov couldn't believe it. He said, thank you, Hashem. This is the best news I ever got in my whole life. I feel like I'm alive again. And he started jumping and dancing and laughing. My son Yosef is really alive. Everyone, let's go down to Egypt so we can go and see Yosef. And he turned to Sarah and he said, my granddaughter Sarah, because you gave me such wonderful, wonderful news, I give you a bracha, a special blessing, that Hashem will always take care of you for giving me this wonderful news and for singing your special song. Isn't that a nice thing to give somebody good news, Yeladim? Isn't that one of the kindest things we can do? You know, so often people just get bad news and they hear that things are not good and this is wrong and that's wrong and corona and no school and the stock market and lockdown, and people are hearing all this bad news. But if you tell them good news, that's such a special thing, to bring a smile to someone's dial. So that is what Sarah did. She told Yaakov good news, and he said, I give you a special blessing from Hashem for telling me such good news. Yeladim, can you think of some good news to tell your parents? I want you to try think about that. Try find something nice, something positive that you can tell your parents that will put a smile on their dial. That will be something so good to do, just like what Sarah did for Yaakov. Anyway, back to the story. So the whole family started getting ready, and they said, well, how are we going to get all our things down to Egypt? Egypt is so far away, and we can't just carry everything on our backs. That is much too heavy. And you know, Yeladim, in those days, they never used to have cars. So how are they going to get everything down?
Donkeys.
Well, the best way to get it is with wagons. Wagon, it's like a big, almost like a car, but without an engine. It's like a big container that you can put things in, and horses to pull the wagons. But horses were only in Egypt. Almost no one outside of Egypt had horses. And almost no one outside of Egypt. There it is on the table, little one. Okay. Horses were almost impossible to get outside of Egypt. And wagons also were very expensive. How were they going to get horses and wagons? Do you have any idea? Shalva, you have an idea? What's your idea?
Go to Egypt and get horses.
Well, Yosef had already thought of that. Yosef said to them, guys, I am sending up horses and wagons. Because remember, Yosef was the boss of Egypt. He could send up anything he wanted. So Yosef said, I am sending up wagons and horses to bring all your stuff down to Egypt. And when the whole family saw that, they said, wow, it really is true. Yosef is the boss of the land of Egypt. Can't believe it. What an amazing thing. And they all started getting ready to go down to the land of Egypt. But as they were going down, Yaakov started getting a little bit scared. Do you know why he was a little bit scared? Because he said, Israel is the special country. That's the best place in the whole world. That's Hashem's special land for the Jewish people. Israel's the best. And now my whole family is going away from Israel and going down to Egypt. And maybe that isn't such a good thing. That's what he started wondering. And Yaakov went to sleep at night.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I fell asleep. Thank you. Yaakov went to sleep at night. Oh, Yaakov went to sleep, and in his dream, Hashem came. No, I'm awake. In his dream, Hashem came to talk to him. And Hashem said, Yaakov, do not be afraid. I know that Israel is the special best place, but guess what? One day, all the Jewish people will come back to the land of Israel. For now, you are doing the right thing by going down to Egypt. And you know what? Yosef is going to take care of the family. Even when you get so old and you are not able to help everyone anymore, Yosef is going to help everyone. So you don't need to worry, Yeladim. Yaakov. You don't need to worry, Yaakov, says Hashem. I will take care of you, and Yosef will take care of you, so you can go down to Egypt. And Yaakov came down to Egypt. And Yosef came out to greet him. And because Yosef was the boss of the Egyptians, so many people came out. There were police people and army people and people from the government and all kinds of important people. They all came out to see, who is this man Yaakov, who is the dad of Yosef. And as Yosef and Yaakov saw each other, and they gave each other the biggest hug ever in the whole wide world, one of them did something very special. Do you know what one of them did, Yeladim, when they gave each other the hug, when they hadn't seen each other for so long? I will tell you next time. I'll tell you tomorrow what's going to happen next, okay? As they're giving each other the hug, something special happens. I'll tell you what that is. Thanks for joining us today, everybody. Bye. Hi, Yeladim. Was that a fun story today?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Do any of you know what's going to happen tomorrow?
Yeah.
What was it that one of them was doing? What was it that